Hey, it's Zach Bacon at Quantum Real Estate. I'm here with your monthly real estate market update. And this month I am on location for April. So we got the stats in for March. We're going to go over those quickly this month and then have a couple other topics that I want to go through with you. So first off, let's talk about the Tri-County area and Placer County. They both moved in the same direction. Pretty much every single metric was positive. Obviously, that depends whether you're a buyer or seller, because prices moving up may not be a positive for buyers. It is positive for the market in general, but buyers are seeing a little competition out there, which is normal for the spring market. This is what we see almost every single month in the Sacramento region. So overall, the number of homes for sale went up. The number of homes pending went up. The number of sales went up. The ratio of original list price versus sale price also, actually that stayed the same. Sorry, that was flat. But the days on market improved, so homes are selling a little bit faster. Like I said, the median sales price in Placer and Sacramento counties both increased as well. Overall, good news for the market. Interesting thing, the months of sale actually stayed fairly stable. So even though we had a lot more inventory hitting the market, the buyers were also consuming that inventory at the same pace. So we didn't actually see a huge rise in the month's worth of inventory, which is good news. It shows stability. Things are moving well in the real estate market in spite of rates not going down. The mortgage rates have pretty much been stable between 6.5% and 7%-ish. Give or take, and that obviously depends on a lot of different factors, but for conventional loans, that's about where they've been hovering. So on one hand, stability is good, although a lot of folks would like to see those numbers come down. And until mortgage rates drop, we're not going to see a lot more inventory hitting the market, and we're kind of in this deadlock for right now. My expectation is that if rates do come down, if they come down to 6.5, we'll see a little bit more buyer activity. However, we're probably not going to see a lot of home sellers give up their 3% mortgage, put their house on the market, probably until we get, I would say, probably into the 5s. And then we'll see a serious change in the number of sellers that are willing to put their homes up for sale. So keep an eye on that. Let's talk about the Fed. So the CPI numbers came in a little hotter than they should have. Some of the employment data. So the Fed's comments, basically, they're projecting probably not going to see a rate increase at least until June. And at this point, even that's up for debate. So we shall see. We just need to get a couple more months into our spring season, see how things play out. And again, things can change within 30 days. So as of right now, probably will not see a rate drop until later in the year. And even then, it depends how many times the Fed's going to drop their rate. So as always, Fed rate and mortgage rates are different. They don't always move together. Sometimes they do. So let's talk about something else. For right now, we're actually pivoting a little bit and moving more into the commercial sector. So if you have someone that you know that is interested in selling a commercial piece of property, basically anywhere between 1 and 10 million, let me know. I've got a great group of investors. They are looking, they are actively buying, they are analyzing deals right now. And that works across the country. So if you happen to know of something in Houston, Texas, they could be interested. Raleigh-Durham area, they could be interested. So send that on over. We'll be glad to take a look at it. Beyond that, just some interesting things in the general market. All these reports keep coming out very strong. And that's a little bit different than some of the things that I'm hearing in different groups or in different Facebook groups, different things. I'm seeing more comments about, hey, looking for work, having a tough time, things are a little tight. So it's a little bit interesting to me that we have, and I always say the numbers don't lie, right? Now numbers can be manipulated, and you can take only a small portion of the total numbers and make it say whatever you want. But we're consistently seeing all these really hot reports, and yet I'm starting to hear more on the street level, I'm having a tough time. getting behind, needs some extra income, rent's getting really tight. So I'm curious at this point if the Fed, by not reducing their rates, they're going to push us into a position where they're going to have to drop rates really fast and significantly, maybe do multiple rate cuts in order to potentially avoid throwing us into recession. So again, I'm not a financial planner. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an economic wizard. These are just little things that I pick up around listening to podcasts, listening to other professionals, and it makes me curious. So let's see how things play out for the rest of the year. Again, real estate market is moving really well. So if you want to set up an appointment and talk to me about either buying or selling, let me know. And then also, I would like to know, we're going to get into this whole real estate, realtor lawsuit, NAR thing. I'm working on a script for a couple, at this point, there's so much, it's probably going to be a couple different videos. What would you like to know? What can I answer for you? Some of the main questions are we no longer going to have to pay commissions? Are home values going to significantly drop? What's going to happen to the real estate industry? So I will get into all of those, but if you have any specific questions that you would like answered, let me know. I'd be glad to dig into that and put my 22 years worth of industry experience to work and try and figure out what the heck is going to happen this year. So thanks again for all the support. Follow the YouTube. We're going to keep putting out a ton of content. And if we can ever help, just feel free to call. Thanks.